Why you keep avoiding your own project? Oh, don't do this to me. All right, show me.
Do you have a sketchbook that's mostly empty? A folder full of first paragraphs? A project file you open twice and then quietly never mentioned again?
Yes?
Yeah, me too. It doesn't feel that good when you put a creative project down for a while. The
No.
longer it sits, the more it starts to feel like evidence. Evidence that you're not consistent enough, not disciplined enough, not serious enough about the thing you said you wanted to do. And the guilt
I'm feeling attacked right now. Okay, why did I click on this video? Yeah, it's true. You're right. We were just talking about this. Oh no, gamers.
Guilt builds up around it until looking at your project feels like running into your ex at the grocery store. You just don't work on it again. But
This seems unnecessarily mean. I mean, why she got to be talking directly into my brain? I'm telling you. How does she know?
so you just don't work on it again. But what if I told you the project isn't judging you? It's not mad at you for waiting so long. So I picked my sketchbook back up recently. I
love your
don't know
art.
how long it's been sitting. A
Wow.
while. A
So
few
cute.
years at nothing about the sketchbook changed. I have changed in a more forgiving way. And that part was important because when you tell yourself you're not doing enough, it doesn't make you do more. It makes you do nothing.
Fuck! No! Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. Oh no! We really are our own worst enemies, huh? That's exactly what happens, right? The reason this stuff is so hard is because we make it hard, right? Like, we tell ourselves it's not good enough. Or we tell ourselves, like, oh, I should really do that again. I haven't done that in so long. I'm being really bad about it, XYZ, right? But the reality is it doesn't matter. Like, it's, oh man. Damn. All right, keep talking. Almost.
The guilt doesn't push you forward. It just makes revisiting the project feel like a confrontation. And so you avoid it. And
Yes.
the longer you avoid it, the bigger the guilt gets.
Why? We just talked about this. Yes, the longer you stay away from something, the harder it is to finish. Oh my god.
Until the whole project feels impossible to touch.
Yes.
That's a trap. And slow progress is how you get out of it. Not a big dramatic return, not the most perfect thing you ever did. Just one small thing, whenever you can. Also, quick reminder to always back up your files.
3 things. 1, your art is cute as hell. I love this. This is amazing. Your sketches, super cute. Second thing, I think this is it, right? Like it's deep because we make it deep. Right? I feel like she says that, like, it's one more than you had before, right? Yeah, I'm really feeling it right now. I'm really feeling this. Damn, this video popped up on my feed when I needed it. The idea that she's conveying here is sort of like, just get in there and do one little thing, right? Move yourself along by doing little pieces. This is kind of the classic concept of, like, breaking something that seems impossible down into smaller pieces. So, like, if I came back today and edited a video, if I just did a little bit today, like, for 30 minutes, right? Instead of spending 6 hours editing. I think that's the other part is you do so much when you come back because you feel guilty about not having done the thing that you burn yourself out almost in the way that you overwork. If it seemed like a monumental task, the idea is not to come back and do 12 hours of video editing. It's to come back and do it for like 30 minutes today and maybe 30 minutes tomorrow. Maybe break it up into tiny chunks so that you ease yourself back into the thing that you have been avoiding for so long because of guilt. Damn, that's crazy. All right.
I just want you to revisit your project without expectations. So, if you have a half-empty sketchbook, a draft that stops on page 3, a project file you've been avoiding, I want you to just open it today. One thing at a time, whenever you can, for as long as it takes. Be kind to yourself and others. You got this.
Thanks, Create with Coco. Very cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna subscribe. Thank you. Damn, that's good. I like that. That's good advice. That's good shit. And I see videos like this are great because they're also like be relative to anything. It doesn't have to be, I mean, in her case, I think it's art, but like it could be anything. 116,000 views. Yeah, see, like content like this is real because it's really just you talking to somebody, right? I think people like that a lot. That was a good video. What else we got on here? React Andy, that's me. 1 view is enough. Oh shit. All right, this is probably gonna be another good one.
For almost as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be a YouTuber. More accurately, I
Me
wanted
too.
to entertain people.
Me too.
I wanted to make content that people watched and gained something from. And
Me
I'll
too.
get into these phases where I'll make maybe a dozen videos and then give up. And then a few months later, that cycle just repeats.
Me too. Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. The urge, it comes back. I can't avoid it.
Why? I want to be a YouTuber. And the main thing a YouTuber does is make YouTube videos. So why don't I do it? It's not because I'm bored or dislike it. I think it's because I perceive a disconnect between my effort and my impact. I get stuck looking at a number.
Okay, and the first preamble to this is we've been told many, many, many times, right, that like your value is not attached to a number. But I think even if you are told that as human beings, it's a very, very difficult thing to disconnect from our brains, right? It's very, very hard because we are instant gratification. That's how our brains are wired, right? You hear this all the time. You see number go up, your brain goes, oh, yes. Me like number go up. That's why games where your stats increase are very fun, right? Because you see number go up, a visible way to see that you are getting stronger. Your brain likes that. It's like, oh, you fed me. Oh, yummy, delicious numbers. Our brains love that. It's hard to like let go of, I think. It's one of the only things we have to get an idea of how we're doing. That's true too. Feedback analytics, right, is another part of this, right? Like that's true. That's how you see like, oh, am I doing good? Am I doing bad? And those are important. Numbers are important to get feedback and to build upon yourself as a creative. But that being said, like attaching your self-worth to it is very hard not to do, but we do it a lot.
Only for it to get 10 views and 3 likes. And it just felt like, what's even the point?
Yes.
Why am I doing this?
Yes.
Just for it to go nowhere.
Yes.
And then I'd tell myself, it's the journey that matters. You keep hustling. That number is going to go up.
Yes.
And you like making these videos.
Yes.
So don't let the numbers discourage you.
Yes.
But those affirmations never work.
Yes.
Maybe if I really understood the words, they would have.
No, they don't. Exactly. See, okay, and this is the conversation. This is a deeper conversation where, and I'm sure he'll touch on this, when those affirmations don't work for yourself, the deeper thought that your brain, or at least my brain goes to is, am I not passionate enough about it? Does it not matter? Do I really not actually want to be doing this thing? And this is where I get frustrated because you'll see people make these videos where they're like, oh, that means maybe you're not cut out for this, right? And that makes me mad. And my response to that is like anger. And so I feel like there's something deeper here, right? Why is it like that? I want to do these things and yet I don't. And those affirmations don't fix it for me. Maybe he'll talk about it. I hope he talks about it. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. This is what I experience in my daily life every single day.
But as it stood, I was trying to convince myself of them, not reminding myself of them. And so I stopped uploading for a few months until that voice in my head gets too loud.
Yes.
I have some stupid little idea that I selfishly want to make and
yes.
selfishly put out there to the world.
He's
only
literally
for it to
me.
Get 10 views and 3 likes. Who am I doing this for? It's only me. No one is being impacted by my video.
Yes.
No one is going to take anything away from it. The only person that gains anything from my video is me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to think until I saw a video with 9 views and 2 likes. One night, I was spiraling downwards. I was in one of those moods, I guess you could say. It was just a terrible, self-destructive headspace that felt super deep in the moment, like it was super serious and couldn't be patched up. But in reality, what we often think of as deep wounds in ourselves are incredibly shallow. Quote-unquote deep sadness can be fixed by a single text from the right person.
My deep sadness can be fixed by ice cream.
It had early 2000s niche vibes. The camera had a lot of noise, and it was a sketch with one guy playing 2 people just having a conversation. It was very specific, as if the video was made just for me. And that video now had 10 views and 3 likes. 1 view is enough. We should not look at our analytics as the metric of success because it can't measure the impact your video had on someone's life.
Damn. Yeah, that's true. I have thought about that before too. If even one person watches something and is like, that was a good video, I like that. You really do make an impact in a way. Actually, the last video we just watched is a great example of this. And like the Zelda video, a lot of these things are very niche, right? Like the topic, subject matter, or even like Zelda content especially, some of it, like Majora's Mask, is very niche, right? But I found that video and I thought it was amazing, right? And it means a lot to me. And so I guess it's kind of hard to think about like, oh yeah, your content could have the same impact. Because sometimes some of the stuff we make, but it's even more niche. It's weird. Like nobody's going to like this. But that's not true, I guess. One person somewhere is going to have to. Because somebody out there is just like you, right?
What it can tell you is
Bro's
how
got
many
a lot
people
of
that video
dogs.
reached. But it's not all about reaching someone. It's about what you say when you get their attention. Saying hello to a million people is inconsequential compared to an actual conversation with one person.
Damn.
That's what I never got. If you can affect one person, then that is all that matters. Impact cannot be defined by reach, only depth. And I was constantly conflating the two.
Right.
There's nothing selfish about putting yourself out there and making content that you want to make. Seeing 10 views and 3 likes after making a video you wanted to make shouldn't make you feel stupid for having made it.
Damn. Yeah, that's a real hit, right? I do get that feeling sometimes. I think my content generally is improved over the years to the point where at least now I don't usually get like the 10 view thing anymore. Usually I'm hitting like 100 at least, maybe if I'm lucky. Sometimes I hit 1,000, whatever. Shorts especially have kind of popped a little. But same thing though, in comparison to old numbers, this is why you should make content for the first time and not like, in comparison to old numbers that I used to have on an old channel, I feel like it's not good enough. And so therefore I do the same thing where I'm like, oh, that was a stupid video. Why'd I make that? Because I wanted to. But then it's bad because that puts you in your own headspace of like, oh, the stuff I make is stupid. And then you feel bad about it and then therefore feel bad about creating things as a person. And that is not what making content should be about, I don't think. Yeah, it kind of changes the way your brain works, right? Where you suddenly think the things you make are dumb and nobody will like them. And you shouldn't feel that way because things you create are unique.
Well, if I did make it as a YouTuber and I had the community I wanted,
right?
What's the number one thing I would do?
Oh.
For me, it's make more YouTube videos. So if you pretend like you are the YouTuber you want to be with the following that you want, that's how you get the following you want.
I guess that sort of makes sense, right? That's a classic kind of like see yourself in the position you want to be in so you can reach it. Kind of what successful people do, I guess. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is all advice and things that I think I know. Actually applying it is another step. Hearing all this, you can hear all this and agree and talk about it, but actually going out and doing it is tough. Dress for the job you want and all. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This video will probably get 10 views and 3 likes, but I'm going to treat it like 100,000 people will be watching.
And you know what? This video got 65,000 views. This guy's so smart. What a dude.
Because that is the only way 100,000 people will ever watch anything I ever do. We often forget just how much we affect. One conversation can change someone's life. And what's beautiful is that YouTube and content creation allows you to have that conversation and that impact with a complete stranger around the world. And to be clear, I'm not saying just make philosophical videos and that's the only way to impact someone deeply.
Okay, I have to quickly interrupt the deep thoughts to talk about this type of video has been huge lately. People talking about their feelings behind like Minecraft gameplay. First of all, I will say it's a little bit of brain hacky, right? Because it's kind of the same idea as like watching TikToks or shorts that have Temple Run up top while somebody talks about a story at the bottom, you know what I mean? But it's in a different light where like it's not mobile game for the sake of, gotta keep the kids entertained. You're just watching somebody play Minecraft. And so like you have something to look at while somebody talks. I just think it's interesting that those videos have been kind of huge lately. Channels have been talking about stuff like that with the gameplay. It reminds me of like old 2010s YouTube content or 2008 and 9 content where it was like people just did that where they play like Call of Duty and then they just like talk over top of it. It's very like nostalgic feeling.
Never underestimate the power of one view. Never underestimate the power of one person because one person is all it takes.
Damn, that was a good video. One person is all it takes. I gotta remind myself of that. One person can change your whole life, right? I guess that's kind of the idea too of like, if you think about one person could change your career today. They could come up to you and say, hey, do you want this job? But it could change the trajectory of your whole life. Maybe it pays way more. Maybe it's something more fulfilling for you. I don't really think about that much. I'm making content the wrong way, man. I'm thinking about the wrong shit. That was another good video. These videos are kind of inspiring me, man. I should make a video today. I should do it today. I should turn this into a video today. Get out there and make content. Just say no. Oh, see, these thumbnails are almost exactly the same by 2 different creators. That's crazy.